Ancestors would be looking at us crazy if they saw us measuring our sourdough starters. Not only that, they would think it's crazy that we measure down to the gram for our bread as well. Because back in them days, they did not have a fancy scale to measure right down to the gram. They went off of feel and they went off of how it looks. So let me show you what you look for whenever you feed your sourdough starter. Last night, my sourdough starter was actually still active from the night before. And this is because it was so cold in our house, the power kept going in and out. But we went ahead and fed it because it had been 24 hours. So I discarded about half of what I had. I gave it a scoop of flour and I gave it some water. When I feed my sourdough starter, I just make sure that I have more flour and water than I do starter left over. This is because the less starter that you have, the longer it's going to take to peak. And I like for my sourdough starter to be active when I wake up in the morning. Now, as for consistency, I look for a thick, like pancake muffin batter. Whenever I stir my starter, it should be pulling away from all of the sides. You can see me demonstrate that here in a minute. Whenever I scoop around, you can see the bottom of my jar right there. You notice the thicker that my batter is, the better of a rise I get. Here's what it looks like about 14 hours later when I wake up in the morning. Let me know if you have any questions about feeding your sourdough starter.